can die, you should quit immediately. One of the kids goes, my grandfather lived till he was 99. I said, yeah, was he a smoker? He said, no, but he minded his own fucking business. You got a kid, I got a kid. Are you gonna tell him the things you did? Tell him the truth about your sordid youth. Not if he wants to know, did you do low? Did you get high and listen to the stereo? Now, Pops, when's the first time you did a drug crime? I smoked my first J on my 11th birthday. In high school exams, how'd you stay up to read? The kid across the street dealt excellent speed. Were classes boring as mine on today? Hey, most of the time I was tripping, I really can't say. Hey, Dad, let's see how truthful you are. You ever hide behind the wheel of a car? Man, I thought I was flying a 747. When I sold that car, they scraped it for resin. Hey, Dad, you courted, Mom. How'd you make her your own? Well, we drink a lot of vodka and we do methadone. So he asked me about my past and did I get high? I've been seriously thinking about my reply. I'm gonna lie. Dad, did you do drugs? No way. I was like a thespian, right? I was like, ever hear the joke about the guys doing Shakespeare and the people are booing? It's like, hey, I didn't write this shit. Dad, did you ever do any movie besides Mom? Did you ever see that Fellini movie, Satyricon? I was 13 the first time, so good I couldn't speak. They should have wrapped me in a hefty bag and drained me twice a week. Dad, what's the kickiest stat you ever got? There was a mother and daughter upstate that were crazy stupid. There was this girl and her dog, we won't get into that. There was these 3 dominatrixes in a one-room flat. A couple times in a church field, that was a heavily thing. There was a girl named Ruth in the booth at the Burger King. My wife's eating a hole through me with her evil eye. My kids on inquiry, they want an honest reply. Oh, lie. Dad, did you have premarital sex? Absolutely not. Now come the tough questions Dad's gonna ask. I'll prosecutors say the hard stuff for less. Dad, you ever steal from the store when you didn't have the bucks? Hey, from what I remember, most of the stuff just fell off the trucks. Dad, did you own a gun? It wasn't like I had a license for one. Dad, you ever steal an automobile for fun? The owners wouldn't have wanted it when we got done. And Dad, I heard you bartended in a place that dealt crack. We were just making sure our clientele would come back. That's a funny line. He wasn't the truth. I look him in the eye. I set a good example on a mad kind of guy. I'm gonna lie. Dad, you ever do anything bad? Oh no. Another song about parenting. So the cop stopped roadblock for inspection stickers. Maybe the cop was hot, maybe he was assigned to the detail for punishment. Maybe he had witnessed some domestic violence shit last night that once again made him lose faith in humanity. I don't know, and I don't care, because he's an asshole, and he's pissy, and he's barking orders in front of my 10-year-old, who is now afraid, and thinking the cops are something to be feared. Hey, fuck things. I'm trying to teach my kids some authority that needs to be respected, but we have no respect for you. Now I'm trying to teach them to not get shot. We're at the 7-Eleven, my kid's getting in the car with his big open his hot dog and he leaves the door, but while I guess things adjusted, Pop pulls up trying to get his face next to us and he blasts his siren. My kid jumps, smashes his foot in the door as the cop struts by, not silent, not saying he's sorry, just trying to look all macho and garner the respect he never got in high school. Hey, fuckface, I'm trying to teach my kids some authority that needs to be respected, but we have no respect for you. I'm trying to teach them to not get shot. Skateboard park in Chappaqua. Rumor has it the cops are supposed to get a raise, but a skateboard park got built instead. Cops wasn't around like flies on shit harassing kids, and they finally shut it down and just wasn't worth it. I was there when it was closed, reading the bulletin board, with my 10-year-old, the cop threw us out. I said, you don't have anything better to do? He said, what did you say? I said, listen, you fucking idiot. Know at the end of your life, you've done nothing righteous, you're a worthless piece of shit. Actually, I didn't say that, because I didn't want to get shot. But what I should have said was, hey, fuckface, I'm trying to teach my kids there's some authority and he's be respected, but we have no respect for you. I'm going to teach them to not get shot. Three cops coming in our building from the rear looking all serious, and my son and I come in. My son says, why do they do this? Makes me nervous. So I say, excuse me, you're coming to me. This makes my son nervous, thinking but not saying, because I don't want to get shot. Would it kill you to reassure the kid while you're hanging around? And one of the cops says, we're the good guys. I don't know what alternative planet you're living on, but you're definitely not the good guy. Hey, fuck this. I'm trying to teach my kids there's some authority that needs to be respected, but we have no respect for you. I'm going to teach them to not get shot. And I'm white. For weddings, I think come on, just to carry too much.
What about baby shower?
You know, my son is with me. He's 20, and he likes a little weed, but he don't drink, you know. And so we drove 8 hours. The last day was Nashville, and we drove 8 hours, and I immediately brought him to Bergen Street, so that will keep his fucking sobriety for another decade. That we got that shit covered. So we're about we're not, you know, really. How's it going so far? You know what? I'll tell you what happened. Because at the beginning of the tour, I go to Pennsylvania, which is like fucking Alabama now. Yeah. And then I had made a reservation for a Super 8. So and it was the end of the day, and it was tired, and I played a gig, and I go, and then Fox is on the TV in the thing at 2 o'clock in the morning. And there's a kid behind the desk. I go, hey, you got Fox on? He's like, yeah, that's what we do. And I said, why? He had never, he didn't know what the fuck. And he goes, got nervous. That's what we do. I said, well, you know they're Nazis, right? And he's like, and I never got my key so fucking fast, you know? But I was pissed off. It was the $90 and, you know, for the room. And I think when I made the reservation, they should have said, you know, when they're asking the questions like 1 bed or 2, smoking, not smoking, Nazi supporter or non-Nazi supporter. Then I could have said, no, I'm not really a supporter of the Nazis. And then I would go to a different motel, that's all. So, I know a lot of you thinking, man, Sunday night I'm having the fucking greatest time I've ever had in a long range of my life. Oh, it's too much fun. Does this guy have any song about hate crimes for balance? Yes, I fucking do. Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Who you gonna know in the song? Matthew Shepard, Gay Youth, Laramie, Wyoming, murdered. Brandon Tina, you saw the movie Boys Don't Cry? Early Hilary Swank masterpiece, murdered. Brian Denise was a punk rock kid in Amarillo, Texas, murdered. Now you know everyone in the song. Don't worry, I got dick jokes later, don't worry. Brandon Tina, and Brian Denise met for coffee in heaven last week. And he said, I like mud black. And he said, do you ever want to go back? He said, now, we can be who we want to be. He said, now, we can be who we want to be. Matthew Shepard dropped by for dessert. And they asked Matthew, does it still hurt? And he paused and spit over the rail. And it flew down to earth just like hail. He said, now we can be who we want to be. He said, now we can be who we want to be. Well, down on earth, he held her tight, she held her tight, he held him tight, they held them tight. It was the morning, they cried all night. Through the window, they saw the hail. And he asked her, have we failed? He said, now we can be who we want to be. He said, now we can be who we want to be. This is all about the media. I don't know if anybody out there works for Fox News or have a relative that does it. I only ask because you're told they're going to burn in hell for eternity. You might want to weigh that against like non-elections or good benefits. So let's talk about the media. You know, remember when Prince changed his name to that little fucking G clef on acid? Remember that thing? And he tried to fuck with the media because they all had to go out and buy a new font, you know? Yeah, I'm thinking about changing my name to like a physical gesture. On trial. I have my own writers, you know? There's no outside writers. That's why this shit is what it is, really. FedEx guy rings the doorbell, 10-year-old kid comes out, he's got a scotch in one hand, cigar in the other, he's wearing women's underwear. FedEx guy goes, your parents home? He goes, what do you think? Well, now temper, little cloud. I thought we was in this together. I got another 30 miles to go and you change your mind like the weather. But I know how you feel, though, with that blinding lightning flash. I'm all alone now, but I got my guitar. Let's think about some stuff we can smash. Listen, I slept last night by the side of the road. I was thinking about the nearest phone. I was wondering if she would accept the charges. I was wondering if I had a banana for a backbone. But then I had a dream about Count Basie, but he didn't want to talk to me. Got a lot of hurt in his face. And a copy of Life magazine had Elvis on the cover, had an article inside, did not say who it was written by. Closer inspection, I noticed that Albert Goldman was still writing, and Life wouldn't let him die. He opened up that magazine at page 30, threw it at me, turned around, he walked away. I said, oh man, that's Count Basie. He's like my hero. We could have hung out. I had so many questions. There were so many things that I wanted to say. But after 10 glossy pages of big Life magazine format, people with guns, knives, smoke, and crack, I stepped back to that magazine, my mouth flew over because all those people were black. I used to work at a bar in Syracuse, New York. We had what we jokingly referred to as an incident most every night. There were drug sales, there was guns, there were people fighting, but all those people were white. True story. I pulled a pregnant girl out of the bathroom one time. She was in there over an hour. People were complaining. She was smoking crack. She was white as snow. She was white as blow. And she was most definitely not black. I think Count Basie was just trying to point out that if I wasn't careful, I might fall in a trap. Because take a look at that magazine. Am I an acid or what? But it appears to me someone's getting a bad rap. Page 36 and 37, there was a Sony ad. It was a white family were hanging out by the swimming pool. Couldn't see the mother, just her reflection in the water. She was holding a video camera. What color is she? Well, let's not be a fool. So there we go, and his thing is life, and Count Basie, he don't want to talk to me. Miles Davis never rang my phone off the hook, and I'm not anticipating any phone calls from Spike Lee. Roger Manning says something about hatred and being any color and being not. As I look around this whole big world, not just this room here tonight or any room in this building, building on the street, state in this city, city in this state, state in this country, country in this whole big world is blue. Baby blue. That's the color we all die. Without tamper, little cloud. I thought it was in this together. I got another 30 miles to go, and you change your mind like the weather. But I know how you feel, oh, with that lightning flash. I'm all alone now, as usual. I got my guitar. Let's think about some stuff we can smash.
I did with my nose.
Did you see how I'm a fucking pro? Let's see how some stuff. You can say when you're naked, when you're funny, and your nose feels kind of runny. You may think it's kind of funny, but it's not.
I'm having a really good time. Thank you very much.
I assume at some point I'm going to get on that show, America's Got Talent, and this is the song. Oh, fuck you, it could happen. Some people are stupid as shit. Some people are dumb and dirt. And their meanness just won't quit. And they live their lives to hurt. Kill them all. Kill them all.
Weddings.
From palaces of gold, their smug laughs resonate. From mom's basement in the cold, they type their spewing hate. And they mumble, that may spell, and pushers steal their souls. At the rally, hear them yell, as the Connie checks the polls. Kill them all. Kill them all. No shame on the TV. Bloated egos consumed with lust. Uniforms on a killing spree. No concern with what is just. And it's useless to negotiate. They've proven no compromise. Time to retaliate. Useless to sympathize. Check the mayor. Are you brown? Buy a gun. Lord knows you have that right. Arm yourself. Go to town. Go swiftly to the night. You see a flag, a Nazi sign, burning crosses, torches lit. They call you fag, or you resign, 'cause this ain't no time to quit. You're a monster, now I'm called, no conscience, no regret. You put my back against the wall, and history won't forget. go into the final chorus, I'm thinking when I get on America's Got Talent and I do this song, I'm going to do it as a performance piece, because I have a little confession to make to you guys, because I feel sort of close to you tonight. You know how there's some celebrities that they haven't done anything to overtly offend you, but you just fucking hate them, just looking at them? I fucking hate Howie Mandel. I do. I fucking hate him. It's so fraudulent, you know? So when I do this on America's Got Talent as a performance piece, I'm gonna fuck Howie Mandel in the ass. And I don't think that Simon likes him that much either, so he'd be like, oh, that's pretty good, can I see it again? In the audience, you know those shots you were like, because my kid used to watch it when he was little, but then he grew up and seeing the little white girl with a ukulele wig. But anyway, but at the audience, they're always like, oh, it's weird. Then I played Minneapolis, and I got a private message from some woman on Facebook. She was like, oh, I was at the show, and I loved it, and thanks for coming, but I want to talk to you about the anal rape. And I'm thinking, where was she sitting? But then she goes, no, you were anal. I go, what are you talking about? We're like texting back and forth for 3 o'clock in the morning. She goes, you anally raped Howie Mandel. And I go, no, he was a willing participant. He lusts for fame. See, that's the thing, those people. They lust for fame. And if the ratings went up, even as a germaphobe, he'd take it to the ass. Everybody, tell them all. Tell them all. Watch them fall. Tell them all. Cool, they just walked in, they think it's a fucking satanic ritual. Oh, Mom and Dad loved you when you were little, didn't they? And it keeps on pushing on. I see you on the cover of Rolling Stone or one of those other corny music magazines. This just an abuse of that fashion and bullshit that occasionally sticks in a good writer political story, so at the board meeting, they may ease their conscience that the majority of their readership has the IQ of a Creed fan. You pucker your mouth, you show lots of thigh, coy celebrity sexy, pleasing cleavage, S in the air, selling your product, down on your knees, why so shy? You stand for nothing really, you got nothing to say, it's insulting your pretense of integrity. Why don't you just take the movie's name, tattoo it on your labia, spread your legs for the camera, what difference would it make? Fuck it! Why go halfway? Fuck it! Why go halfway? You think you might be Jesus? Let's be frank, you're the lead singer of a big rock band. Let's get the bass player and nail you to a cross. Long rusty fights right through your hand. Fuck it! Why go halfway? Fuck it! Why go halfway? You're a world leader and your fingers on a button and you're thinking that history is smiling on you. Blow the shit out of everybody that doesn't agree. You're the name of patriotism or religion. What else should you do? Fuck it! Why go halfway? Fuck it! Why go halfway? I am a self-righteous prick with a great big mouth, but I'm sick to death of mediocrity and lies. And I know I'm preaching to the choir. I know I'm yelling down a hole, used to sing between the lines. Then I got lied. Fuck it! Why go halfway? Fuck it! Why go halfway? I'm a self-righteous prick with a great big mouth, but I'm sick to death of mediocrity and lies, and I know I'm preaching to the choir, and I know I'm yelling down a hole, used to sing between the lines, then I got lied. So we're about 67% into the show, and this is the audience participation time of the night. There's a lot of reasons why you might want to do this, in light of the last 6 years, possibly, but it's always nice to let a little bit of, anxiety, let it out. It's cathartic. It's a spiritual thing. So I'm going to make it easy. I'm going to count to 4. I'm going to yell, fuck it, at the top of my lungs. It's a spiritual thing. You'll feel better tomorrow, trust me. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck it. Rock roll half louder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck it. We're getting there. Louder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck it. Last one. Over the top. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck it. Rock roll half louder. Had glasses and a squeaky-ass voice that refused to change. Two things dominated my thoughts: James Cartino and John Lennon. Cartino I came in contact with daily in gym class. We beat the shit out of me in every opportunity. Lennon I came in contact with in my wildest dreams. In 1971, John Lennon spent a week in my hometown of Syracuse, New York. Yoko gave an exhibit at the museum there, so a friend of mine skipped school and got hired to do odd jobs for her. I tell them of my day of Cartino coming. They tell me about their day with John and Yoko. I was envious as hell. My friends told me there was going to be a private party, and I begged them to sneak me in. They were skeptical, but agreed. I waited outside the museum for about 8 hours. I had to piss real bad, but I didn't get late. And about midnight, the back door opened and I snuck in. I couldn't believe my luck. I'd be invisible. I'd watch. I'd wait. The room was dark and crowded. I saw Ellen Ginsberg and some others I recognized, but no John and Yoko. After an hour, I felt I could risk a much-needed trip to the men's room. I made my way through the crowd, entered the hall, went took a few steps, and looked up to see Lennon approaching. A group from the party had targeted him, and when behind me, they rushed. I was carried and seemed in slow motion on a path, straight as the bullets. Closer. Closer. Closer, 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 till my chest slammed into John Lennon's. John Lennon looked down at me and barked, "Fuck off. It's up to me." I hit the measure. The whole town buzz from Lennon's visit lasted a month. For me, of course, it lasted longer. Cartino crashed me the following Monday, but it didn't seem to hurt as much. Something had changed for all my life. I didn't cry when Lennon was murdered. I was angry, bewildered. I respected him so much, I may even have felt guilty. Last year, while getting my baggage at LaGuardia Airport, I found myself next to his son, Sean. Tall, handsome like his father, with his mother's beautiful eyes. The son Lennon never got to see become a man. And now that I'm a father, I understand this more than ever. It was then I noticed I was crying. The last third, and normally I would tell a joke here, but it's, I gotta be honest with you, it's a little too dirty for you guys. I couldn't.
I will. Kid calls home to his father. Father says, "Son, we're so proud of you. You joined the paratroopers. How's things going?" He said, "Dad, I made a big mistake. I told that drill sergeant that I was scared of heights at boot camp. And we got up there for our first jump, and oh man, he's picking on me relentlessly. I look down, 20,000 feet in the air, Dad. I'm petrified, and I don't want to jump. And that drill sergeant, he's yelling awful stuff. You know what he said to me? He said, you motherfucker, you better jump. Then you know what he said to me? He said, you dirty cocksucker, you better jump. Then you know what he said to me? He said, if you don't jump, I'm going to fuck you in the ass. Father said, did you jump? I said, a little at first. All right. I got another one. Then. Little penguin. One more. All right. Little penguin is a little penguin car going across the country. It's hot, very hot, and his car's engine starts to make noise. Very weird. You know what that's like when you're not your own mechanic and you're in the middle of the country. And so he brings it to a mechanic to take a peek. And the mechanic says it's going to take a couple hours. And the penguin says, no problem, get to the bottom of it. Well, he goes across the street to the convenience store, and he gets in the freezer case because it's nice and cold in there. And then Haagen-Dazs ice cream. I don't know if you know this, but penguins, they fucking love that Haagen-Dazs. And he gets that vanilla Haagen-Dazs, and Ziggy's got it all over him. And he goes back to the mechanic and says, what's up? He said, you blew a seal. He goes, oh no, vanilla ice cream. All right. There we go. Nothing like penguin jism to get the Mikhail, I apologize. I apologize. I was such a good boy. Wasn't I a good boy back there? Oh, yeah. Nick, you should have heard me. She was saying, what kind of songs do you sing? Kumbaya, sons of God. And when I was a kid, this is a true story. A friend of mine, when I was in 9th grade, got a hold of a bag of mescaline, big bag of organic mescaline. So I tripped pretty much every day from 9th grade to senior year. You know? I've been sober since '86, so fuck you. But I still get trails. Hey, by the way, what did the Deadhead say when he came down off acid? This band sucks. Anyway, why do hippies dance like this? To keep the music out of their eyes. Anyway, stay with me, fuckers. We'll have fun. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So the mescaline, I did that every day. So, but I was desperate to learn to play the guitar. So I was in 2 folk masses. My father is Jewish, my mother's Catholic. I got more fucking guilt than you would ever believe. But anyway, I'm very confused. Yeah, why you're here is one of them. Anyway, so here's one of the songs that you'd sing. You'd trip on a Saturday night, your brains out. You're still got the fucking those trails. I still get them now, actually. Right, but I don't ever want to do it again because my worst nightmare would be I'd like that damn fish, you know. Then we'd have to have some kind of intervention. Well, anyway, but here's the song you would sing the next morning after you were tripping. Ready? This is true. I'm not bullshitting. Sons of God, hear His holy word. Gather round the table of the Lord. Here it comes. Eat His body, drink His blood. The fuck. I'm getting a boner just watching these two. I'm getting a boner just watching these two. I wish it was you. You got a boner too. He thinks that he's on Bourbon Street, but he's fucking not. Okay.
How we doing? I don't know if anybody knows my shit has requests now. What?
Thank you.
What? Xerox, you got it. Give me another one. Values. Oh, shit. Right. My kid normally tells... Thank you very much. Okay, I don't know if I can do that. I wrote values during the Bush.
It's alright.
When my son, who's now 20, I wrote it when he was 3. Let me see how much I can do with values. And I can definitely do Xerox. Don't take any pictures of those two. His wife will fucking go nuts. My son is more than one. He's more than two. He's less than three. He tries to talk to me about this, about that, about his coat, about his hat, about birds, about the weather. And he's putting words together, and he's forming little phrases. He's got little verbal phases, and he's challenging me. You know, he's got his own personality. When I tell him, little boys got to pick up their toys, well, what he then said exploded in my head. He said, Dad, let me get this straight. The President of the United States, from everything I've heard, is obviously the most powerful position in the world. I said, you could have knocked me over with a feather. Listen to him putting those words together. That's pretty advanced noise. All I want to do is pick up his toys. We said, we're over in Iraq, and there's no sign of turning back. Now, those people dying on both sides, pain and lying. I said, that's a lot for a child of 3, but I answered him yes. He said, nah, that might be as much as I can do. But then I tell him, he basically says, you know, Bush is a fucking jerk off. Why should I pick up my toys? And I go, yeah, you're right. Value. There we go. Thank you. All right, I'll do Xerox for you. My son tells you, wait, ready? This might work, actually. Detroit?
Yes.
Tell him a joke.
A guy with a premature ejaculation problem comes out of nowhere.
One more. Got any truck jokes? Give me a truck joke.
Donald Trump walks into a bar with a frog on his head. Bartender said, "What's up with this?" The frog said, "Well, it started with a wart on my ass and it turned into this, so."
Boom! Ladies and gentlemen, Detroit Hamell! By request. I see you on the... No, that's not right, is it? Alright, fuck. I fucked up. I can use Xerox, I swear. Bam. Oh, there it is. Bam, 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 bam. I don't give a fuck about your... Okay, I got it. Ready? 1, 2. Like I'm in a band and I gotta count off. There's only one of us up here. 1, 2, 3. I came in late. What the fuck? I didn't know drummers at your door. The knocking slows down when he comes in late. Okay. What has 3 legs and an asshole? A drum stool. Okay. And why did that drummer put drumsticks on his dashboard so he could park in the handicap zone? What did he get? Oh, stop. What did he get on his SATs? Drool. All right. Weddings. Me too. We need finally get to the Lord. Band. I don't give a fuck about your band. I don't think you really understand the plan and also secondhand. Oh man. One uncommon idea before you're done. For you, your name is a phenomenon, and your ego is a ton, and Derek blocks the sun. My little simple come and go, and Xerox someone's life, put your name. A big man at the bar, your claim to fame. Xerox someone's life, and put your name. Damn you get a bucket, try and buy a clue. For you need to know, that is right. These are so old, these songs. I've done a lot of songs since. Get a bucket, try and buy a clue. You ain't Whisker Du, you ain't even Motley Crue. It's the truth, go, let go. And Xerox someone's life will change. A big man at the bar, your claim to fame. Xerox someone's life and put your name.
robbers. Oh, drunks and thieves and
What are you talking about?
and what's more, the poor I find nor more trustworthy than lawyers, politicians, and media magicians. I love sluts. Oh, crazy drugged up sluts that stab your guts. I love the nuts, the whack, the crack, the once employed, now sad. I love them. They're my brothers. They're my sisters. They're my mothers. I love the lost. Repeating tragedy at any cost. Can't take no loss. To deride them, inside them, there's feelings they can't hide it. So they show it, and they blow it, and they're gone before you know it. We're all chumps. Beautiful chumps with righteous lumps and sacred bumps. But we rise from our dumps. They will tease us. Whores will squeeze us. And I love them! Just like Jesus. I love whores.
Well, I just have two more for you. I'd like to remind you we're selling paintings over here. Art lasts forever. This puts gas in the tank. My son will be out to sell paintings, and he's giving away free shit with the paintings. So please go over there. Luckily, gas isn't expensive, so that's cool. And the fucking Motel 6, 40 miles from here, I think, oh, it's Pride thing, so it's $1 million. Well, fuck you. That's it, really. This next one goes out to anybody out there that's in a relationship and you're going to make it to the end. You're going to grow old together in love. I fuck around all up here, but I hope you make it.
They won't. No.
What's that finger the ass thing? Okay.
Husband and wife, they've been married 50 years. He loves her. He's crazy about it. 50th anniversary is coming up. He says to her, anything you want, anything. Would you like a piece of jewelry? 50 years together. New car, we'll take a trip. She goes, well, there is something I'd like to talk to you about, but I feel a little funny. He goes, no, anything. 50 years we've been together. She says, I've never had an orgasm. He says, you're kidding. She goes, I know it could be my fault. He says, what do you suggest? She says, what do you think about therapy? He says, absolutely. They make an appointment with the therapist early Monday morning. Therapist says, you know what, you guys, there's not a lot I can tell you. You've been married 50 years. We do have one technique here. It's a little unorthodox, but it has proven to be 100% effective. And the old-timer says, what is it? He says, we got a young kid here, nice kid. He's an intern. He would accompany you in the bedroom. And as the two of you make love, he stands on the bed and he waves a towel. And the old-timer goes, I don't know about that. We're kind of private people. That's an intimate moment. And the therapist says, well, it is what she wants. And it has proven to be 100% effective. And so the old-timer goes, I will do it. Well, they meet the kid, nice kid, young kid, good-looking kid. They all go in the bedroom. They take off their clothes. The kid gets out of the bed. He's waving the towel. The old man gets on the lady, and God bless him, he's doing the best he can, but she's not feeling it. He's not feeling it. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, nothing. And the old-timer looks at the young kid and goes, what do you think? And the young kid goes, now, we do have a variation on the technique here, whereupon you and I would exchange places. And you would wave the towel, and I would make love to your wife. And the old-timer goes, whoa, I don't know about that. And the kid goes, well, it is what she wanted, and it has proven to be 100% fair. And the old timer goes, all right, we'll do it. Well, the old timer gets up there and he's waving the towel, and the young kid gets out the old lady, and he is fucking her awesome. Awesome, he is fucking her. Within 2, 3, 4 minutes, she's like, she comes, and the old timer looks at the young kid and goes, you see? That's the way you wave a fucking towel.
You and I are gonna grow old, blind, or living in a old folks' home together. Front of our shirts stained with drool, mumbling like a couple of fools. Together. All our friends are gonna be dead. New fake friends in our hands together. Staring at the TV, holding hands, going to the bathroom in our pants together. Well, I'm gonna love you. Be the giant day, I'm gonna love you. Be the old and gray, deaf and dumb and come what may, together, forever. We'll set them in trouble, rage and curse. Get beaten up by the nurse. Together. We'll take away our keys, we can't drive cars. We'll be entertained by dancing with the stars. Together. Hey, parenthetically, that's not a judgment call. I'm not saying if you watch Dancing with the Stars, you're a fucking idiot. Why, did it sound like I was saying you were able to buy an ice cream with the IQ will let us leave if you watch Dancing with the Stars? Exactly what I was fucking saying. Even though we're old out of your heart, you'll carry my Viagra out in the yard. Together. Our kids spend in all these things, we can't wait to see us in our grave together. Gonna put me in the home together. Well, I'm gonna look at your bones how weak. Gonna look into the big show through your cheek. Tell a story, takes a week together. I'm gonna look into your dying day. Gonna look into your old and gray. Dead, dumb, come one day together. Forever. Well, this is the last one. I had a really good time. I want to thank Andy and I want to thank Danny and how about Michaela? That was great. And thanks for letting me be me because I know that it ain't for everybody. Occasionally I play some places and afterwards there's always a member of the audience that wants to have a little conversation with me about like a debate. They want it like a conversation.
I got in a fight with my television. Actually, it wasn't my television. It was on a tour bus bound for I don't know where. There was really no reason to look out the window because that TV delivered that cool, solid ocean sky blue that lets me know that I'm modern with my finger firmly planted down the pulse of these times. And I was one with digital anticipation. I was going to be massively entertained. That satellite was like a giant siphon sucking the greatest entertainment out of the cosmos and spewing it into my lap. I lay back and I pressed the molded plastic remote in my hand. This was my lightning rod, my ATM card, my NASCAR stick shift, my Harriet Tubman Underground Railway to endless hours of eye-dazzling, ear-throbbing, heart-pumping, goosebump-inducing TV programming. This remote was a lot bigger than mine at home. This was 80 buttons at least. This was like going from a moped to a Harley. I had the ability to fast-forward, record, view things in little boxes that were playing elsewhere, play those back with things I had recorded earlier. If I had a favorite celebrity, that TV would say, "Yo, better change the channel right now. If you want to catch your David Hasselhoff shooting the breeze with our Jay Leno in 5 different languages, sounds around and enough pistols to shake a stick in. But you won't be shaking any sticks in any pixels, mister. You lay back and love your TV, but I couldn't get the fucking remote to turn the fucking TV on. I put in new batteries in it, still didn't work. I pounded that power button like I was a Republican drilling for oil. I tried different combinations of settings, bypass and exit and select and guide and favorite and search and zoom and P-scan, 3D, parental control, V-chip, tracking and angle, and then a giant wave of insecurity overtook me. Maybe I wasn't good enough for this TV. After all, this wasn't my tour bus. I was just the opening act. That TV was smart. It was going to wait for the headliner to get there. And that's when I made my biggest mistake. I ventured over looking for the manual on and off button on the TV itself, and that TV burst on its said, what the fuck do you think you're doing? I said, I'm looking for the on and off button. He said, what do you think I am, an abacus? You're going to run two sticks together for big hot smoke to light fire? Are you not aware of my colossal domain? I can empower, I can destroy, I can re-educate, I can eliminate history, I can distort facts, I can bold-face lie at will, I do it all day long, no one questions me, I can tempt you with products you can't possibly afford, bury you in debt. You'll come back to the gaze of celebrities to soothe you, medicate you. I will babysit your child. I am better than drugs. I fucking own you. My Fox News boasts fair and balanced reporting, but it's not a news show at all. It's an entertainment show for far-right neocon political agenda. It deals in fear and hatred, doled out by egocentric spin doctors who care about nothing but their own greedy power. And you fuckers take it seriously. It's mind-boggling how stupid you are. I lay before that 65-inch liquid crystal wafer thin television with the integrated tuner and I beg for mercy. Please don't take my Girls Gone Wild videos away from me. I live for each true Hollywood story into divorce court, and I find hope in the lead Boswell hair replacement hour. I know I've offended you. Give me another chance. Geraldo at large burst on, and I lay back with my Red Bull and Cheetos. Thank God for redemption. Larry the Cable Guy's up next, and then I'm going to keep up with the fucking Kardashians.
You ask me, what's going down? What kind of stuff? When I come around, it's one guy, it's one guitar. It's gotta be both. No men are wrong, they are. You need the forms of the guitar and the rock and roll. The Empire State Building's a shaft, and it's up the Magic Dragon. The Picasso was a hack. This bullshit unplugged this like a monkey on my back, unless you're talking Chuck Berry, then you ain't talking Jack. I'm rocking like the Clash. It's acoustic kind of memory. I'm as bad as Nine Inch Nails, but I don't need machinery. A little bit of wood, a little bit of wire. Call up Smokey the Bear. There's gonna be a fire, and if I ain't sweating, then it ain't no fun. I'm like the Beastie Boys, except I'm only one. I'm a bad motherfucker. You can't deny it, but I ain't got the balls of Pussy Riot. You in the songs of the car, the rock and roll. I listen to the headphones, just study the artists. Sorry to hear the voices, not like Judas Priest. Don't pick from the old guys like a whisper in the back. Like Muddy Water saying, hi, it's all in the attack. Don't you? I said you want it, don't you? Say solo.
This is the only shit that gets on YouTube. We talked about a lot of shit tonight, people. Let's review politics, parenting, media manipulation, alternative lifestyles. This is the only fucking thing that gets on here. You need a song for the cars of rock and roll. I beat the basement, and I beat in the yard, and I beat it like a band, because I beat it so fucking hard, and I beat it like a flag, and I beat it real proud. I got a call from Santa and says that it's too damn loud. Well, I won't change the world. Well, shit, I know all that. I might startle a politician though by pissing in his hat. It is a land of many paths. There is only one right way, and I will keep on rocking it until my dying day. It's a world of many paths. There is only one right way.